People say birthdays are meant to be happy. A day when you feel celebrated, remembered, loved. A day filled with candles, wishes, and smiles. But my birthday became the quietest war of my life. The cake was on the table, candles glowing softly. Relatives were talking, laughing, moving around the room. I sat among them, smiling like everything was normal. No one knew what was about to happen. Not even me, at least not completely. My husband stood up and asked everyone to be quiet. There was something in his voice that made my chest tighten. For a moment, I told myself I was overthinking. It was my birthday. Nothing bad should happen on a day like this. He looked toward the door. It opened slowly. A woman walked in. Behind her were two young adults. They had his eyes, his face, his presence. Before I could even process what I was seeing, he spoke the words that changed everything. "This is my other family. I have been hiding them for 30 years. The room went completely silent. Every sound disappeared. Every eye turned toward me. People expected tears. They expected anger. They expected me to break. But I smiled. Because some truths don't shock you. They confirm what your heart already knew. What no one understood was that this truth was not new to me. Only its public exposure was. While he was living a second life, I was quietly observing. I noticed the late nights, the guarded phone calls, the money that never made sense, the excuses that felt rehearsed. I asked myself questions I was afraid to answer. And slowly, painfully, I prepared myself. 30 years of lies don't collapse in one day, and neither does a woman who has learned to survive them. I stood up calmly. My hands were steady, even though my heart was not. I walked toward the table and picked up a small white box. I walked back and placed it in his hands, right there in front of everyone. He forced a nervous laugh and asked, "What is this?" I looked at him and said quietly, "My gift to myself and your truth." He opened the box. Inside were divorce papers, already signed, bank records, messages, proof. And on top, a small note that read, "You hid a life for 30 years. I chose myself today." His face lost all color. The woman beside him looked away. The room stayed silent. I stepped forward, leaned over the cake, and blew out my candles myself. I didn't wish for him. I didn't wish for revenge. I wished for peace. Then I said, "It's my birthday, and today I am free." I didn't cry. I didn't argue. I didn't explain. I walked out of that room without looking back. Because some women don't fight loudly. They leave with dignity. They choose themselves in silence. And that is the strongest kind of courage. If this story touched your heart, if you saw a part of yourself in this woman, remember, you are not alone. For more stories of brave, emotionally strong women, subscribe to the channel and choose yourself every time.